start, but we knew that they would start fast. Senior day, and I just give, to the, I couldn't have more respect for the job that Kim's done, with this team. I mean, losing one of the most impactful players in the conference, in Hopkins, we had the ultimate respect coming into this game for, the quality team. We knew we were playing, a team that deserves to be in the NCAA tournament on senior day. So we knew that we'd have to play really, really well to get out of here with a win. And we were able to do it. And again, just very high level of respect for what Kim's done. Losing a player of Bryce's caliber, his leadership and tactical changes to keep these guys, in the hunt, for March Madness. Just big respect to Kim and his staff and the players.
And what was about your response there when you're down 15-2 and the crowd's going crazy? How were you able to respond at that moment?
We've been in big spots. We play. This program has achieved a lot and has a lot of confidence, and believes that once we were able to kind of defend better, get Carter under control, get Adoro under control, and obviously they jumped us with their defensive pressure. That didn't feel sustainable in terms of the intensity of what they were doing. And from there, I mean, take that first 6 or 7 minutes of the game, and maybe the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game, and that was a pretty nice performance by us.
Yeah, the 18 Big East win. Where does that? I mean, you've accomplished so much of the past calendar year, but does that fit right in there in terms of importance?
I mean, it's a 7-bid league. Should be. 7-bid league, 3 teams with Marquette fully healthy. 3 potential Final Four teams, or even national championship contenders. So to go 18-2 in a league, like that, 1 through 9 in this league is something. Is this year has been a brutal gauntlet to get through.
How does it feel to get a win in this building?
I'm not gonna lie, felt pretty good. I've had to eat shit in this building a bunch, so and it wasn't something I kind of was thinking about too much, because when I think the things we're going for, we were thinking history here. We're thinking legacy for Tristan Newton and some of these Donovan Clingan and Caravan, the 2-year run these guys have been on, or as good of any 2-year run from a winning standpoint that anyone's had in the history of our program. So we were thinking history, we were thinking legacy today, we were thinking exclamation point on the regular season.
Yeah, Samson Johnson was back to your first game. Just how big was he tonight?
He was awesome, and those guys expended a lot of energy battling. Josh, obviously, just to have that 2-headed monster that Josh had to deal with was in 2 different types of looks. I think we kind of wore him down in the game, but when you have 2 centers like we have, that was a big part of our success last year. It's a big part of our success this year. I mean, Steph, just the way he plays for us as a freshman, the ego-less, the coach, who my garden, I'll get on the backboard, I'll play with physicality. Oh, that was a bad shot, coach. All right, I won't take that one again. It's rare that 5-star freshmen who've had their ass kissed their entire grassroots lives carry themselves over the course of a freshman year the way he does. He deserves consideration for freshman of the year because of what he's done for his team nationally, not just obviously the Big East thing. It goes without saying. I just think they jumped us, and credit Kim and and their guys, and I think they're one of the most physical teams. They're top 20 in defense. This is a tough place to play. Atmosphere in here is it's different. than most places you go. There's a real edge to the game when you come in here, and it took us a little while just to get comfortable. I don't know if they're ever good techs. Oh, I think that shit is luck. You know, that coach, like, because we're winning a lot these days. Now those are good techs. But when I couldn't get out of the first round of the tournament, I was a madman getting bad techs. I don't know. I thought we were getting fouled a lot. I thought Kamani got the technical, and I think they should rescind that shit on me and get it to him.
Are you going to share anything about the interaction you had with the fan in the last minute?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you shouldn't be yelling at me and when you're down 20. You should just wait for the game to be over and walk out. If he wasn't barking at me, I wouldn't have said anything to him. I had a similar thing at Butler. A fan was just saying you suck and you guys stink and you haven't won anything. And I told him, that I've got a national championship ring and we won the regular season, the Big East, and we're champions. And you should shut up. Like you shouldn't be running your mouth at that point of game. Just get out of here. Just go.
Coach, you lost here last season, and now even without Andre and Adama, you come in here and you blow out PC. How did you take such a dominant team and somehow still manage to improve on it?
Yeah, I think we maintained a lot of our culture, and Donovan didn't start last year as a freshman, but he was one of the most impactful players in the country. Then you return Tristan Newton, an All-American, probably first team All-American. You bring back a Caravan, who's one of the least appreciated players in the country and is a truly great player. Hassan Diarra, Samson Johnson, a lot of championship DNA from that group. And then, we didn't bring in scrub freshmen, brought in one of the best recruiting classes in the country. And some of those guys have impacted us. And then we were just strategic in the portal. We didn't bring in 4 guys from the portal and let them fight it out. We knew exactly what we needed, and Cam Spencer was the perfect fit. And the problem or people when they play against us now is we've got that championship confidence that we bring, onto the court in game night in every situation.
Coach, when you see your team, they almost seem to thrive on getting their other team's best shots night in, night out. How satisfying is that, Coach?
It is. I don't think that the team, I don't know. It's first of all, you're UConn, and our fans are brutal, so everyone hates us. The other fan bases, they're so brutal on Twitter, and they get under everyone's skin. And then we got all the championships and all this stuff, but then we're also coming off of it. So you get everyone's shot because the best shot is in history, but then you also get everyone's best shot because you won the national championship and you're marked men. And we went out and played people in the non-conference. We played at Kansas. We went to Seattle, played Gonzaga. We played Texas, we played Carolina, we played Indiana. We played big games. So yeah, I mean, 28-3, we did that with the biggest target you could have on you.
Your thoughts on the Big East tournament?
Yeah, it's going to be a blast, man. I think, obviously, I think there's probably, 7, 8 teams, that could, get to the semis, get to the finals. I think, again, there's 7 NCAA tournament teams. Providence, deserves to be, in the NCAA tournament. Beating Wisconsin, beating Marquette. They got some great wins. It's a 7-bid league and 3 national championship caliber teams. It's the best conference tournament in the country, and nothing's even close to it. I don't even know who second would be.
And obviously another really great game from Alex. What do you think of how is his momentum? How does this
I mean, Caravan, man, he's one of the best players, and future draft pick, first round pick, because the right people see the value in all the different things he does on the court. He's just a perfect, player for the modern game with the shooting and the passing, and today he got paid a bunch off the dribble, and he's this time of year he really turns it up.
And I saw you have an exchange with Devin Carter shaking hands. What do you think?
I mean, what he's done this year has been amazing, especially with Bryce. I mean, it's rare that you see a guy that does like so much that energy he expends at the offensive end to get his own, to create for others, and then he guards and chases around like a maniac the other team's best player. Like he's just such a unique player. He's like a Bruce Brown type of player. Maybe with better shooting. I think his shooting's improved so much. I mean, he's like a plug and play NBA player whenever he decides to go. I'm not trying to push him out the door. So Providence is worse next year, like a lot of coaches do. They've done it to us. But it's hard not to admire him. Basketball family, too, we have in common.
You've had mixed feelings in the past on Donovan's 3-point attempts. How do you feel about that one tonight?
It was appropriate for that point of game score, the way things were going. But I don't love it. The NBA people get to see it in the pregame warm-up. So, like, he don't need to do that for you, Dave. Just because you wrote that shit in the summer. You know what I mean? Like, they see him in the pregame. So, people know that this kid's going to get to the NBA, obviously sooner rather than later. And when he gets into the individual workouts, I know they got him high right now, but he'll go even higher.
Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Go Huskies, go Rhodey.